Yeah, that's what they're hinting at here, basically. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. We just got done with episode 1 of Echo, Marvel's Echo, and I'll be giving it a rating every episode. Then at the end of the season, once we finish our episodes, all 5, then at the end of the season, I'll make sure to give it an overall rating that I personally would give it. Y para este episodio, for this episode, yo le daría un 7. Solid 7. Solid 7. I was gonna give it a 7.5 because of that Daredevil fight, but not like overall I would say it's 7. Como un 7. Y eso no es malo. A veces gente escucha 7, entonces ¿qué le faltó? No, 7 es de que está bien, solo que le faltó unas cositas, en mi opinión. But let's talk about the things that are actually good. So let's talk about the things that, in my opinion, were good. The quick introduction of how she lost her mother. It's fine. Worked pretty well. Didn't linger too much on it, Just showed you enough so you can know she lost her mother to faulty brakes, which we still don't know if it was caused on purpose or if it just happened to happen. Freak accident. And we also know that her father was actually already involved in some shady business with Fisk, I believe. Like, he probably brought that with him. Because the grandmother made that statement saying, like, you can't trust a Lopez, no puedes confiar en un Lopez. Referencing him, right? And then we get that confirmation later on in the episode when he actually ends up taking Maya to New York. And then we see that he does have a connection with shady business dealings. And specifically with Wilson Fisk in that dojo. When she's practicing karate. En donde está practicando karate o artes marciales, lo que fuera. Ahí es donde tenemos la confirmación del papá. Ahí está trabajando con Wilson Fisk. Pero para los que han visto Hawkeye, ya sabían eso, ¿verdad? Ustedes ya sabíamos, porque esa escena la enseñaron de otro punto de vista en esa serie. So, because they showed it in Hawkeye, for those of us who watched Hawkeye, we already knew, right? But they had to show it again for those who probably, they got to anticipate some people were probably not ever going to watch the other Marvel series and maybe just this one. So they had to show it again for those who didn't watch that. But that scene overall was handled pretty well, for those people who haven't watched it. I like that. So 2 good scenes right there. Then the Daredevil fight could have been a little better. Podría haber estado un poquito mejor la pelea contra Daredevil. Solo un poquito. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's hard not to compare it to the fights from the Netflix version of Daredevil before it got passed on to Disney. Those first 3 seasons, jeez, every single fight, todas las peleas, obviamente unas eran mejor que otras, pero todas las peleas estaban bien perronas, bien chidas para ver. They were really fucking dope. Like, every fucking fight scene was unique, and it just left you wanting more. You're like, whoo, damn, you're like, this dude. Like, especially that one scene, where was it? That one, like, hallway scene, I forgot what season, I think it was season 2, maybe. It was that one hallway scene in which he's just, like, going one after another, in, like, a very narrow space. And then he ends up leaving that fight, like, fucking, like, exhausted. Like, just looks like he, like, barely hanged on by, like, a single thread. That level of fight, it's hard to not compare it when you see this one. And it's obviously night and day difference. Wasn't bad, this fight. But if you've seen those Daredevil seasons from Netflix, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, it doesn't compare. It's like the Daredevil season 1 to 3 fights were like a 10, 8 out of 10, right? 8 through 10. Some 8, some 9, some 10 out of 10 fight scenes. And in this one, this was, again, like a 6.5, 7 at most in terms of the fight scene. And that wasn't Matt Murdock's fault, because it seemed like they just wanted to introduce him in that point of her timeline to show you that, I don't know exactly when it happened, but to show you that it happened sometime in between that Daredevil season 1 through 3. I think it was probably season 2 that it probably happened. It's hard to put everything in the timeline now because it's like shit, so many shows, and then the way that they just finally accepted them in MCU canon, so it's hard to know. But I would say maybe season 2. I think it happened probably around season 2 based on how he was dressed. So I should say it was season 2. And they just wanted you to show us how she was always in that world. They're kind of retconning, right? They're showing us, look, she was always in that world of the Daredevil season 1 to 3. She was always there. She was always around, you know. She was helping Kingpin on the side. And it's believable because, I mean, they didn't have to show her, right? In those season 1 through 3, but if they would have given some type of indication, that would have been better. But then again, you know, they didn't know they were going to end up making the show in the future, so it makes sense. It's just retcons that are necessary. But all in all, showing her heritage is another thing I did enjoy. It's showing that she's Native American, and it seems like it's going to play a pretty vital role in the war that's coming up in that town. The one that they alluded to at the end of this first episode. And I'm willing to bet that she's going to get some type of power or something. Because they kind of hinted at it in the beginning. The very beginning when her ancestors, I think that's what they were, right? It seems like that's what they were. They were getting something from like a chalice of water. They were getting like some water. And it looked like very, very colorful. It looked like a type of ritual that they were doing. And I'm guessing maybe that's going to play into how the war is resolved. Just guessing. Haven't seen the other episodes yet, right? We still got 4 more to go, but that's what I think. Lo que yo pienso. Pienso que su ancestría de ser nativa americana le va a ayudar a ganar esa guerra. Es lo que yo estoy ahorita asumiendo. Pero vamos a tener que seguir viendo los siguientes episodios 2, 3, 4 y 5 para ver si sí es cierto o no. Pero sí, como estaba diciendo ahorita en inglés, yo le daría a esta serie un 7, bueno no, este episodio, un 7 de 10. A ver si los otros suben un poquito más o se mantienen ahí. Con que se mantengan ahí yo estaré feliz con la serie en general. So, as long as it stays at a 7, the next episode's right, solid 7 through and through, all the way to the end, I'll be fine with it. It's fine. It's not at the level of Moon Knight, for example. Moon Knight, that one had me hooked. Holy shit. Moon Knight, I just kept on wanting to watch. I know I'm hooked because I don't want to stop watching it. Like, I just want to binge it. I'm pretty sure that's the case for a lot of us, but yeah, I would say Moon Knight's definitely, I can't say way better because I haven't seen the other episodes, but it is better. 100%. Moon Knight's like an 8.5 for me. Solid 8.5 out of 10. But yeah, this one, 7 so far for season 1. 7. Ahorita 7 de 10 estrellas. 7 de 10 estrellitas para el primer episodio. Y ya veremos para el segundo. Although, as usual, como es usualmente, if you guys enjoyed this reaction for Marvel's Echo Episode 1, make sure to hit the like button to begin with, just to show the video some love, that extra love. And if you're new to our channel, feel free to subscribe. You'll probably only be seeing me for a while right now, because my mom, she's gotten a bit busy with work, so she hasn't been able to come on by and record with me, which is why you see me in a new setting now. But hope you guys enjoyed this new setting, you know, with the laptop here on the side. Try to make it look as good as I possibly can. And we'll keep on uploading episodes like this, at least until my mom gets more free time in the future, which she will, but it'll take time. You know, with the way the economy is, it's kind of hard, so once everything's more balanced, back how they should be, then she'll be able to join us for other series, especially Supernatural. That'll always be the series that I'll react with her. There's still some more episodes I gotta upload. We have like three just holding on to it. So that way we could record a few more. And I'll be uploading those maybe at the end of season 5 of this one. So if you guys want to see more of our supernatural reactions, don't forget to have notifications enabled. That way you could be notified when those resume as well. Y como lo dije en el inglés, los que le gustaron esta reacción para Marvel's Echo Episodio número 1, acuérdense de darle un like al video para enseñarle un poquito más de amor. Y si son nuevos al canal, suscríbanse y activen notificaciones para que así sean notificados de cuando subiré otro episodio de esta serie, que serán los últimos 4 que faltan. Y después veremos cuando subimos los otros de Supernatural que tengo con mi mamá, que ya grabamos, y cuando podamos grabemos más, para que así podremos seguir subiendo esas reacciones también, que a ustedes también les gusta. But until then, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, midnight, late night, whatever time it may be that you're watching this reaction. Enjoy the rest of it, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Marvel's Echo, episode number 2. Y los veré en el otro episodio de Marvel's Echo, episodio número 2. Muchas gracias por ver esta reacción. We were bilingual reaction.